Okay, today we're gonna be looking at just looking at gold, and then we're gonna discuss something. It's not gonna be a long video. I just want to discuss something so that next time when I come with the next video that I supposed to post about something that I need to talk about, I think I should just bring awareness about this. If we get to look at the chart, this is what we have here. Today we're not going to be talking about supply and demand zones and all those things, but make sure that after you get to watch these videos, you go and watch your supplies and demand zone. Okay, so what I want to bring your attention to is actually what we get to see here: price creating impulse swing, which then creates price imbalance in the market. So that is what I want you to now focus your eyes on every time when you get to your chart. Okay, so we're gonna be highlighting those area. We get to see such an area here again where price just should create price imbalance. We get to see it here, price create price imbalance, which is liquidity void based on institutional trading, which is part of our mentorship. So then we get to see price doing the same thing here. We get to see price doing the same thing here. And we get to see price doing the same thing here. Okay? And we get to see price doing the same thing here. So these are the area that you need to keep your eyes fixed on. We get to see price doing the same thing here. And we get to see price doing the same thing here. So then now, what we need to look at is how price actually reacted when it gets back here. Just look at this. We get to see price creating this price imbalance with this impulse swing, or you can call it a shoot in the market where the market will just drop like nobody's business. So then we get to see that now price is created what we call price imbalance. Somewhere, somehow, price needs to come back and balance that. What happens after that? That's what we are interested on. We get to see that when price come back now, this is what happens. We get to see price dropping. So we can get to say this is something that actually validates or adds more confluence to our supply zones and demand zones. I hope I'm clear about this. So we can get to say it adds or it builds up to what we know based on the video that I've covered. So we get to see price coming here now, and price gets to drop. Why? Because price is already corrected this price imbalance that we see here. Price come back and correct it, and then we get to see price dropping. Every time price will come and correct it, and then we get to see price drop. Same thing all over and all over again. Price will get to correct it, and then we get to see price dropping. Same thing all over and all over again. We get to see there is something here. If we can switch on the smaller time frame, but I don't have much time. So we get to see price coming and filling and going up. Same thing also here. We get to see price coming and filling in this area here. Price come back, fills it, quickly rally up. So this is what is happening on the market. So every time when you get to your chart, you need to understand that price, you need to understand those areas where you get to see price imbalance. So on those areas, you need to understand that price will mostly likely come back and fill in those areas. We get to see price is doing the same thing here. Come here, fill in, and then price quickly move away. It's the same thing all over and all over that price is doing. Trading Forex is not difficult. It's simple. As long you know what you are looking at in the market, that's when you get to realize that this thing is simple. Okay, we get to see here the same thing. Price come back and then price, and then we see price drop. We can go with this discussion and discuss it. Although we get to see that here we have something here, but which is called rejection block, stuff like that. But I'm not gonna discuss this because it's not part of this discussion. Something that we talk about it in our mentorship. So we get to see price doing the same thing, guys, all over and all over again. Price is doing the same thing. You see here, price does the same thing again. We fill in this. Same thing again. Remember here, I'm not teaching you anything. I'm just showing you something that you're gonna go back and watch our video based on supply and demand zone. If you get to watch that video, you will get to be able to combine what you're gonna learn there with this. Trust me, if you are watching this for the first time and you think you know supply and demand zone, trust me, you don't know it until you watch that video. So go and watch that video. It's gonna help you a lot. So we get to see price is doing the same thing all over and all over again. We just need to be conscious of what the market is doing. You just need to be conscious of what the market is doing. I always tell people that the market is not moved by support and resistance. The market looks liquidity. It simply seeks liquidity in the market. We get to see the same thing is happening, okay? We get to see the same thing. Now you highlight, right? You highlight this is gonna be your demand. Same thing, guys, all over and all over and all over again. All over and all over and all over again. Same thing. You get to see this is your demand, price go up. Same thing, guys, all over and all over again. I can repeat this thing the whole day, showing you what price is actually doing. We get to see there is price imbalance, price go down, come back, fill in, price go down. Okay? So this is what we get to see. Price is doing the same thing all over and all over again. We get to see price is doing the same thing. Price is doing the same thing. There is nothing difficult if you get to watch that video which I made about supply and demand zone. So here is the thing that we need to look at. You see this area here. You need to avoid such an area because we get to see that price here has been playing in this area, which is what we call, some they call it compression, whatsoever, consolidation and stuff like that. So once we get to see price doing this, we get to know that here we have smart money accumulation. So what we expect when price is coming down here, we expect liquidity to be resting on these previous lows that are equal here. So we expect to see liquidity resting here. So this area is gonna be taken out. Whatever supply that we're gonna see here, whatever demand that we're gonna see here, we just avoid it because we know that this area is being exposed to be taken out by the smart money traders. Okay, so then now we just leave this area here. We get to see price coming here, nothing happened here. Price check out this area, it collected all the stops that are here. Okay, so we avoid this area because it's a high area of liquidity pools, so we get to avoid such an area when you see it. So we go to look at what price is doing. It's the same thing all over and all over again, all over and all over again. Price fill in, then we get to see price going up and then price drop. We can go with this, go with this, go with this the whole day, showing you what price is actually doing and what price is actually looking at. Make sure that every time you look for this, you look for where price created imbalance. This is imbalance. You see here, price is shooting here. This price impulse swing, we get to see that there is now price imbalance. The next time when the market comes up, it will want to fill in the price imbalance. So then now you get to ask yourself, where did this price imbalance started? Oh, it started here. So we know that this is our what? This is our trusted supply zone. So we get to see price dropping. And I remember what I said again. I said you need to avoid such an area where you get to see price doing like this. This is a high area of liquidity pools. The market is going to take out this area, collecting all the liquidity that is resting here. So you need to avoid this area. Then now we get to come again. We look at this one here. This is our supply. Boom. Same thing, guys. Based on what we see here, price come back and price drop. Just fill in all these liquidity voids. That's what price is doing, filling in liquidity voids in the market. So then now we get to see, oh, I don't even know what to say. This thing has been doing the same thing all over and all over and all over again. Same thing, same. We get to see price is doing the same thing. So now we get to say, if you have been watching and following my work, you can actually go back test this and make sure that you watch the two videos that I made about supply and demand zone. Those are the most important videos that I've ever made. Although it's not institutional trading, but you're gonna make a lot of money with it. The way I explain this stuff, I've added a little bit of institutional trading. I just view the market based on institutional trading concept. So whatever that I'm gonna explain, although it's not institutional trading, you need to get it and move around with it. You're gonna make money out of it because I have a certain approach which is not retail trading concept. That's gonna help you in making a lot of money. So this is the same thing that price is doing. We get to see price imbalance, price coming again and filling. That's it. That's it. That's it. Simple stuff like that. Simple stuff like that. Simple stuff like that. So if you want to be updated, just make sure that you follow me on Instagram. That's where I post a lot, and make sure that you join on the Telegram group. Then you're gonna find the WhatsApp link there where you're gonna be sending your work and everything that you are working on. I can be able to assist you and correct you if there is where you are getting it wrong. And for those of you that want to enroll for our mentorship, it's open, it's in our website. You can go there and choose whatever plan you choose, and then we get to talk business. Remember, in our mentorship, we don't get to cover these things. These are retail trading concepts. We get to talk about institutional trade. So without any waste of time, I think you have learned something, and I will really, really appreciate your feedback. Please, guys, I will appreciate your feedback. Which video do you think next time I must make, or any suggestion that you want, or something that you want me to cover, or what you want us to do and stuff like that? you can leave it on the comment section, and then I will attend it, and then I will take it into consideration. Okay, so without any waste of time, guys, see you.